Hello learners, I Dr. Niradhar, faculty member, School of Education, Indira Gandhi National Open University, welcome you all today's video session that is on basis of organizing subjects in school curriculum. So today our focus will be, as you know, in school curriculum you will find different core subjects, at the same time different other areas of knowledge are also integrated. So when we design a particular school subject, may be mathematics, may be science, may be social science, may be any Indian languages. So what are the bases of organizing the subjects, what are the bases of organizing the contents? So that will be our major discussion point today. So friends, let us focus upon that, what are the different bases for organizing the subjects in school curriculum. Let us go forward. As you know, as per the design of this course, of this online course, Understanding Disciplines and Subjects, this course is designed in 8 different weeks. So that is why we call it is a modular approach and a weekly modular approach of this course. And presently we are at the 6th week. Okay, so now we are at the 6th week. Already content and other teaching learning aspects we have completed up to 5th week. Presently we are in the 6th week, and now we are dealing the 6th module of this online course, and the title of 6th module, that is organizing subjects in school curriculum, and it is part 1. Then another module you will get, that is part 2. Okay. In this module you will get the e-content, that may be in the terms of PDF form, okay, text material, and 2 video programs have been included in this module, in the 6th module. First is basis of organizing subjects in school curriculum, and the second video program is appropriateness of subjects in curriculum at different stages of school education. So friends, now let us focus upon the first video program, the content and the theme, that is on basis of organizing subjects in school curriculum. So before discussing the concept, major learning points, let me to focus upon the learning outcomes, that what are the different learning outcomes that you are supposed to achieve after going through this video program, at the same time after going through the part module of module 6. Okay. So the learning outcomes are, after going through this module, you will be able to explain the curriculum framework for school education at different times. So what is the concept of a curriculum framework, and who developed the curriculum framework, and what are the different aspects, what are the major things that are you can say taking care when a curriculum for a particular stage of school education or specifically for a particular subject are framed, are designed. So that is the first learning outcome, and the second learning outcome of today's video program, that is after going through this video program you will be able to discuss the rationale on the basis of which the syllabi of different subject areas are organized. Okay. So first of all you will explain the curriculum framework for school education at different times. You will get a type of historical development, that what are the different curriculum framework that have been established in our country, and further what are the rationale on the basis of which the syllabi of different subject areas are organized. So friends, I am sure that after going through this video program, at the same time the part e-content, e-text of this module, you will be able to achieve, you will be able to attain these 2 learning outcomes. So friends, let us go forward now to discuss about the major aspect of this session. So first let us concentrate upon that, who involved in curriculum planning. So friends, when we talk about curriculum and its framework, so this is a genuine question, it comes to our mind, that who involved in curriculum planning, who planned the curriculum. So let us concentrate upon it, let us focus upon it. That on your screen you might be now visualizing that the National Council of Educational Research and Training NCERT at the national level, then State Institute of Education SIES, State Institutes of Education at the state level, then further state textbook boards, that is called as STBS, state textbook boards. So, their work is to develop textbook, to construct textbook, to design textbook, and further State Council of Educational Research and Training, which is called as SCERT. Okay. So, here you see these are the few bodies, educational institutions you can say. They are highly involved in curriculum planning and the printing of textbooks also, to design, to develop and printing of the textbook. So, first NCERT you might be knowing that the present school education curriculum and teacher education curriculum, that especially school education curriculum is designed as per you can say the NCF 2005, National Curriculum Framework 2005, which is developed by NCERT. And accordingly, you will find after development or after notification of the National Curriculum Framework for school education by NCERT, you will find that different SCERT, State Council of Educational Research and Training, they follow this national curriculum. Okay. So, as per the constitutional obligation, as per the constitutional responsibility, different state, as education is the state subject, so different state government, they also develop school education curriculum on the line of the NCERT based national curriculum framework. Okay. They can make certain changes also, further we will discuss. But at the same time, State Institute of Education SIEs, at the same time state textbook boards are also involved. So, friends, it should be in your mind, you should understand that these are the certain institutions, they involve themselves, these institutions are involved for curriculum planning and curriculum development. Further, let me to focus upon the curriculum framework for school education. So, what are the different curriculum framework that have been developed in our country, especially at the school education stage? First of all, let me to say that in 1975, the first curriculum framework was developed by NCERT, that is called as 10-year school framework, in the name of 10-year school framework, that is starting from class 1 to class 10th. Okay. Then further in 1988, then another curriculum framework was developed by NCERT, that is called as National Curriculum for Elementary and Secondary Education. Okay. So, here clearly this has been bifurcated, this has been both the stages have been mentioned here in the nomenclature, that elementary and secondary education framework that was developed in 1988, and further in 2000 another national curriculum framework for school education was developed by NCERT, that is in the name of National Curriculum for School Education. Okay. And further in 2005, the next curriculum framework was developed in 2005, that is in the name of National Curriculum Framework NCF 2005. So, friends, today's school education curriculum that our students they are learning, and the textbooks, NCERT based textbooks, at the same time textbooks of different state boards you can say. You will find that all the curriculum of school education starting from class 1 to class 12. Okay. At the same time, the textbooks which are developed from class 1 to class 10th and further 11th and 12th also, you will find that all the curriculum, all the textbooks have been developed as per the National Curriculum Framework 2005, NCF 2005. So, these four national curriculum framework or curriculum framework have been developed so far by NCERT, and on the basis of this curriculum framework, you will find that a curriculum for different stages of school education, keeping in consideration of in different subjects, that got developed. And let me to say the current development you might be aware about, you might be knowing that NEP 2020, National Education Policy 2020, this is in the process of implementation now, this has been notified. Okay. So, now as per recommendation of NEP 2020, NCERT has given the responsibility that NCERT will come forward with National Curriculum Framework for School Education by 2021 or 2022 as per the guiding principles, as per the fundamental principles of National Education Policy. Okay. So, that is why this is expected that it may be in this year or it may be next year, that means in 2021 or 2022, you will find that NCERT will come forward with the National Curriculum Framework for School Education. Okay. So, after the notification of the recent National Curriculum Framework for School Education as per NEP 2020, then you will find that in this country, in our country, 5 curriculum framework have been developed, but at present 4 curriculum framework have already developed, that is in 1975, then further in 1988, then in 2000 and also in 2005. And keep in your mind that the present school education curriculum and the textbooks that have been developed as per the National Curriculum Framework 2005, NCF 2005. So, being a student of education, being a scholar of education, being a teacher of education, you should know better that what is the development so far as curriculum framework of our country is concerned. So, you should aware about the philosophy, you should aware about that the major shifts that have been taken place in different curriculum framework. So, friends, after going through the detail of the development of curriculum framework in India, so now let us focus upon the first curriculum framework, that is called as 10-year school framework, that was developed in 1975. You will find that in the first curriculum framework in the name of 10-year school framework in 1975, you will find that the curriculum was developed in 3 different stages, that is primary stage or 3 different levels, that is primary level, upper primary level and the secondary level. In primary level, that includes class 1 to 5, upper primary includes class 6 to 8, then secondary stage that includes class 9th and class 10th, and specifically the subjects that are included in the primary stage or primary level of school education, that is a first language, then mathematics, then environmental studies including aspects of both social studies and general science, then work experience and the arts, and further health and health education and games. And to include the subject, to talk about the subjects that is included in the upper primary stage, that is making additional provision for a second language along with the first language. Okay. In primary level, only first language had been included, and in the upper primary stage, one additional language in the name of second language that was recommended to include. With this second language, then mathematics, separating environmental studies into science and social science was done at the upper primary stage. Then further dividing work experience and the arts into 2 separate subject areas, and further adding physical education to health education and games was recommended. And at the secondary stage, you will find that it added a third language with the above subject at the upper primary stage. That means, all the subject which is included at the upper primary stage, that was retained, and further it is added with a third language. That means, at the secondary stage, the learners were studying 3 languages, okay, but at the upper primary stage they were studying 2 languages, and at the primary stage they were studying 1 language. So, this is as per the first curriculum framework that was developed by NCERT in 1975. Then further in 1988, in the second curriculum framework, little changes was made, just like it was not deviated much from 1975 curriculum framework. Inclusion of 2 years pre-primary education was done. Okay. So, before the formal system of education, that means before standard 1, 2 years of pre-primary education was introduced in the curriculum framework of 1988, Then learning of 3 languages from the upper primary stage, just like in 1975 curriculum framework that was written. Then making learning joyful, activity oriented and play-way technique. So, here try to understand. Now, we are talking about the constructivist approach of teaching and learning process. So, how to make our teaching, how to make our learning activity oriented, experience oriented, okay, life skill oriented. So, accordingly you can say that this is the 2 days development, rather you can say joyful learning, activity oriented learning. Use of play-way technique was also introduced in the curriculum framework of 1988. Then dropping the term grams from the list of subject was done in the second curriculum framework in 1988. Now, let us focus upon the curriculum framework 2000. This is the third curriculum framework by NCERT. Here you see, you will find a clear shape was given for early childhood education, that is called as ECE, that is the first 2 years education, that is the pre-primary education you can say. Then primary education, 5 years of primary education, that is class 1 to 5. Then 3 years of upper primary education, that is class 6th, 7th and 8th. Then for the 2 years of schooling, that is secondary education, that is class 9th and 10th. And here, just like the earlier curriculum framework, here 3 language formula was also retained. Then NCC scouting and guiding was also included in the curriculum. Then technology is added with science. So, here major focus had been given on science subject, that how to include technology, ICT, information and communication technology, at the same time technology in teaching, especially it was introduced in science subject. Then further 2 years of higher secondary schooling, that is class 11th and 12th. Okay. So, further we can say that in-depth study with specialization in different areas was also introduced, just like you can say that how to address the other areas of knowledge was also another important focus. Then courses under academic streams and vocational streams was also introduced. 2 streams, one is the general stream, that is called as the academic stream, and the other one is the vocational stream. Means so far as the interest, abilities and the will of the students, that they can also pursue another stream after secondary education, that is called as the vocational stream. So, it was recommended in 2000 curriculum or the curriculum framework which was developed in the year 2000. Then further we can say foundation courses and many elective courses was also introduced in this curriculum framework. Then further, so far as the recent curriculum framework or you can say development of curriculum framework is concerned, that is called as NCF 2005. I have already said that as per the NCF 2005, as per the philosophy, concept, guiding principles, fundamental rules, fundamental principles, you will find that our school education curriculum has been designed. So, here in NCF 2005, you will find that there is a clear epistemological shift has been introduced, has been practiced. Okay. So, epistemological shift, it means the knowledge, you can say the theory of knowledge, knowledge discourses, the science of knowledge. So, keeping in consideration of changes which is taking place globally. Okay. So, what type of knowledge, what forms of knowledge learners should record at a particular level of school education. Okay. So, what type of, whether they will get absolutely a theoretical knowledge, whether they will get or whether they will get enough experiences from the curriculum to practice the theoretical knowledge that they have received, that they have gained. Okay. So, for that many practical oriented activities, many lab related activities should be included in the curriculum. So, that is why a clear epistemological shift was introduced, was practiced in the NCF 2005. At the same time, how to reduce the curriculum load or study stress on the children, that how to minimize the curriculum and better to involve students in the process of teaching and learning, involve students in different activities, different hands-on work you can say, and how to involve students in world of work also in different craft. Okay. So, that is why by reducing curriculum stress, how to emphasize different activities and practical work, skill related work, or you can say competencies. Okay. The competencies from different subjects at different stages was also given importance. Then further, inclusive and integrated knowledge, how the learners will get inclusive knowledge, integrated knowledge. You know, our society is a type of inclusive society. So for that, learners, it is always our care that whenever we talk about any curriculum, our effort is to practice or is to achieve the inclusive understanding or the inclusive knowledge. So that's why in NCERT 2005 you will find that this has been many a time, this has been emphasized, this has been focused that how to develop our curriculum which is integrated in nature, which is inclusive in nature, that includes knowledge across the discipline, that includes or that engage the learners in different world of work, in different activities, in different craft, in different many educational discourses, mathematical discourses, science related discourses, social science related discourses, okay, community related discourses. So this is also another important concept. Then further, 3-language formula with mother tongue as the best medium of instruction. 3-language formula was introduced earlier also, but here it was introduced that mother tongue as the best medium of instruction, because learning constructs and learning takes place in one's mother tongue. So that's why in NCERT 2005 you will find that mother tongue is given much importance. And further, let me to say, in NEP 2020, National Education Policy 2020, this has been given importance that at least our foundational stage of education and middle stage and preparatory stage of education, you will find that or up to, you can say up to middle stage of education, that learning, that education can be possible through mother tongue. So this is going to be happened recently, because learning takes place, understanding knowledge takes place, knowledge construct in one's mother tongue. Then further, addressing marginalized groups, addressing gender issues, gender justice, then sensibilities towards minorities, minority group of the population was also another important aspect, because the aim of curriculum, the goal of curriculum is to reach the unreached, you can say, okay, or to provide equal, or to provide or to bring equality, at the same time equity in the society. So that's why unless we address the need of the minorities, the need of the marginalized group of the society, different sections of the society and gender issues also, then there is no meaning of the curriculum. Then further we can say in NCERT 2005 you will find that emphasis on construction of knowledge by the children is also given importance, because children who are coming to the school, they are coming with enough experiences. So that's why keeping in consideration of their experiences, they have the ability to construct their own knowledge. Then addressing other areas of knowledge, I have already said, it may be peace education, it may be health education, it may be life skill education, it may be yoga education, it may be art and craft, it may be value education. So how to integrate these areas of knowledge, or you can say other areas of knowledge in the curriculum, okay. So how to include it, how to integrate it. So these are the major focus or major shift, you can say, so far as NCERT 2005 is concerned. Then further, let us now focus upon the basis of organizing subjects in school curriculum. First of all, when we design school curriculum, when we organize a subject in the school curriculum, our focus is on, or you can say, providing curricular experiences for vertical and horizontal mobility for the children. Vertical mobility means here we give importance that what are the content should be incorporated in different stages of school education so far as a particular subject is concerned, that what content of social science should go in class 6th, what content of social science should go in class 7th, in class 8th, accordingly in 9th and in 10th. Accordingly, after completion of secondary education, you will find that the students, they have studied at least the you can say the history of the detailed history of India, at the same time global history also. So that's why for the vertical mobility, at the same time for the horizontal mobility means at a particular standard. So what content of science, what content of social science, what content of languages should be given. So when we organize the subject, this is also another important aspect that we take care of. Then further, broad-based general education up to the secondary stage. Okay, so what knowledge the learners they supposed to acquire, they supposed to achieve at the secondary stage of education. Okay, so that's why a clear concept should be developed that what is the development of the students, of the children up to the stage of secondary education, then accordingly what knowledge, what education, what content point should be developed and should be discussed. Then further the curriculum that we develop, that should properly address the life skills of the learners, because the learners further they have to live their life, and it is also based upon the intelligence, emotional and spiritual quotient and social context of the learners. Okay, this is not only intelligence of the learners, rather you can say the emotional intelligence or the spiritual intelligence of the learner, that can also be taken care of. Okay, so how emotionally the learners are perceiving the things, involving in different activities, in different world of work, and different you can say curricular activities also, school based activities also. So that's why with intelligence, emotional intelligence is also important. And social context of learning, we all know that learning takes place in a social context, in a group, okay, within the peers. So that's why how to develop, how to organize subjects in school curriculum, so for emphasizing the social context of the learning. So that's why many activities should be included in the curriculum, so that the students, when they will pursue, when they will conduct those activities, so you will find that they will come contact with the groups. Okay, so that learning takes place in a social context. Then further, language and mathematical abilities is the key abilities, you can say, along with the scientific temper, because the skill of language and the computational skill, the skill of calculation or the mathematical skill is very much important so far as school education is concerned. So that is also given much importance in organizing subjects in school curriculum. And further, it is very much important that how to address the marginalized group, how to address the diversities among the society. We consider that all the diversities in our society, we consider it is as the strength, not as our weaknesses. So that's why how to deal and how to address this diversity is also another important concern for organizing subjects in school curriculum. Then to explore the children both inner and outer world, means what are their strength, what they can do, what are their abilities, what is their creativity, they should understand about this. Then accordingly they will do different things. At the same time they will also you can say come forward to understand the outer world, what is going on in the environment, what is going on in the society, okay, in the outer society across the globe. Then further providing opportunities to the learner for construction of knowledge is also another important aspect, that every learner is having him or her, his or her you can say capacity, a type of power, a type of capacity to construct their knowledge. So that's why our curriculum should provide certain space for construction of knowledge to the learner. So this, it is also given importance. So friends, today we discuss about that when we organize subjects in school curriculum, what are the different things that should be taken care of. And further to recapitulate, further we also discuss about what are different national curriculum framework that has been developed in our country, and what are the you can say at different stages of school education, what contents, what subjects, what areas and what curriculum aspects are suggested in different curriculum framework. It may be 1975, 1988, then in 2000, then in 2005. In our next program, we will discuss other aspect of this online course. And for further queries, you can write to me niradhar@ignou.ac.in. You can also make me a telephone call, and you can visit my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, at the same time my Twitter handle also. So you will get many information, you will get many video programs relating to your online course and relating to your topic. Thank you.